Can you take us through what kind of emotions you experienced when you first heard the news about your dad?
I was really sad. It's really devastating to lose a parent, so I was really sad. I was beat down. I was crying. I was screaming hysterically, and I remember I had to go to the emergency room because it was such a huge blow. I really loved my father with all my heart.
How do you deal with some of these difficult emotions?
Well, it was 2 days before school that I actually heard the news, so when I went back, I actually struggled a lot, but my teachers were very supportive, and I do have a counselor till this day that I talk to, and she's also very supportive. I also have a therapist that I speak to weekly about my feelings and emotions, so it's a work in progress for me, but I'm still getting better and better and stronger at controlling my emotions.
What's one of the most fond memories you have of your dad?
One of the most fun memories I had of my dad was when he taught me how to ride a bike. It was fun to me because the entire time while he was teaching me how to ride a bike, he told me he wasn't gonna let go, and I believed him. And then eventually I turned around to see him in the middle of the street and not holding on to the back of my bike anymore. And it was he trusted me, and he knew that I could do it. Even though I didn't know that I could do something like that, he believed in me.
What's the last thing you remember saying to your dad?
The last thing I remember saying to my dad was, "I love you." So helping other fathers share the love with their offspring means the world to me.
How does this platform make you feel like you're helping the thousands of dads worldwide with this kind of website and the support you offer? And how are you contributing to it?
To know that I could help fathers create a bond and to allow the fathers to still kindle the love that me and my father shared makes me really happy. It makes me feel like I'm actually putting my footprint in the world, giving, when I die, giving people the ability to say, well, she did this for us, and she managed to help us with so and so. And what I'm doing right now to really help with this platform is, well, I'm an artist and I'm creating the logo for this platform. So that's really fun.
Alright, what's the most rewarding part of being a father?
You see the smiles, when they're in school, they do the little plays. My daughter had a play last week. So I can't even think right now. I'm looking it all up.
Hey, good day. What is the most challenging part of being a father?
Trying to raise the kids and get them along to get along and have to do good at school.
Awesome. And what is the most rewarding part of being a father?
It's actually seeing them grow and making good decisions and being independent.
Awesome, awesome. Can I show the kids?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome. What is one of the things you love most about your dad?
That he helps me through life.
He helps you through life. Awesome, awesome answer. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, what is the most challenging part of being a father?
The most challenging part of being a father, I believe, is trying to raise the youth in this new generation. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to teach them the path the right way and grow them up in a good structure. That's what I believe.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is the most rewarding part? part? What is the best part?
The most rewarding part to know that when you work, you know, say them you work for, and you come home to them at the end of the day, because you know America is just about working and bills. And when you think about the work and the bills, and when you think about the kids, then that's the most rewarding part about it, just coming home to them, honestly.
Okay, and what does being a good father mean to you?
What about being a good father? I was a child growing up without a father, so I know what it is to be without a father. So the opposite is to be a good father and be there for my kids 110%. Believe it or not.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right.
Bye-bye.
I had about that was the work ethic. He woke up at 5 in the morning every day. 7 days a week he would go to work. And he would not come home till about 9 p.m. So the work ethic is one of the most impressive things that I remember about it.
Okay, and has that impacted you in any way?
Huh?
Has that impacted you?
How's that impact me?
Has that impacted you in any way?
Yeah,
Now?
he did. He was a role model for me, and then I try not to emulate that and try to learn from him. And
So you believe you want to be like him whenever you get kids?
of course, I would want to be the same way and be there for my son.
Definitely. All right, thank you so much.
So the first question was,
What is the most challenging part of being a father?
well, I would say being in telecom industry, I think for me to give time and to give time to family is the most difficult part. Otherwise, yeah, I think everything is manageable.
Okay, so what's the most rewarding part?
Obviously, the feeling of being a father and to play with my kid and to give time to him and just make him happy.
Okay, and that means being a good father, right? What does being a good father mean to you?
For me, being good father is to raise him in the right direction and to give him good values and to make him a better person every day.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. What is the most challenging part of being a father?
Being able to provide as a young black man.
Okay.
That's what.
All right, and what is the most rewarding part for you? What's the best part?
Oh, when your kids say thank you for whatever you provide, and they appreciate whatever you give them.
Awesome, awesome. And what does being a good father mean to you?
Being a good father meant to me, being able to provide for them and being there for them so that they can see that what I did and they will be able to do the same and even more.
Awesome, awesome. Do you have any memory of your father?
Yes, I do a lot. A lot. Same thing here. Same thing here, so I'm carrying on the tradition.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Okay.
And these are your two beauties?
Yes, these here, and then the big girl over there is mine, and that's my cousin and her daughter.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so you're an experienced father then?
Yes, so much.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. Have a good day.
All right, you too. Enjoy.
What is the most challenging part of being a father?
It's not really challenging, really. Honestly, it ain't. I couldn't even answer that question. It's not really that. It's not hard.
Okay, and what's the most rewarding part then?
Like I said, them smiling constantly is the most rewarding.
Awesome. And what does being a good father mean to you?
I guess as they grow up, you want them to look up to you, obviously, and to be like the most they can be, Pretty much that's about it.
Okay, thank you so much. And could you show your kids? Where are your kids?
Hey, say hi. This way.
Hi. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. The most challenging part of being a father?
God. The most challenging part of being a father was finding balance between being a disciplinarian, being a role model, which sometimes can hint of being hypocritical, being a caregiver, being a provider, and just finding the balance, and of course being a friend and being someone who can listen, and finding balance between those various things are extremely challenging.
Awesome. What's the most rewarding part? What's the best part?
Oh, the best part was watching my son get to the become a lawyer, and his acceptance when he passed the bar and the whole ceremony around that, and watching my youngest son master his pathway, his trajectory, a little different trajectory. He's a little supervisor now, and able to get money from those guys. So
Cool. And what does being a good father mean to you?
what does it mean to me? You know, fatherhood is really weird. It's usually not celebrated. You don't think about it. You just do it. We never have time to think about, this is a good father. You just do it, So I never really thought about what being a good father meant. I just knew that I had to do it. I spent more time doing it with my head down, just grinding, being a father. And
So it was more of an action for you?
it definitely was an action. It was an expectation of myself. And my boys needed a father, and I just had to do it.
Okay, awesome.
Bye.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What is one of the most challenging part of being a father for you?
The most challenging part of being a father is I would say for me personally, it would be to not make the same mistakes my father made with raising me. He was a little too strict. He was a good man, a little too strict. So I take it easier on my children. I try to find a good balance between discipline and being a fun dad.
Awesome. What's the most rewarding part? What's the best part?
The best part is the having fun, being able to take your kids on vacation and show them different things and show them the world.
Awesome. And what does being a good dad means to you?
Being a good dad, your children give you the opportunity to be the best person that you see yourself as being.
Awesome. That's a great answer. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Hey, good morning. So, do you research the products that you purchase for your kids? And how important do you think that is if you do?
I think it's important. We do research the products that we buy. And for example, we're a certified organic vegetable farm, and one of the reasons why we're certified is for that reason. Our backyard is literally our farm, and my kids play on that. So that was the most important decision for us to choose organic, was that this is, in a sense, their playground. And it's really important for us to be responsible and that they're healthy and safe and in that manner.
Awesome. What's the most rewarding part about being a dad?
There's just something new every day. There's joy, just the humor that kids can come up with, and the excitement that's in them, and the drive that's in them that just encourages you to keep on going.
Awesome. And what does being a good dad mean to you?
Being there for them and listening to them, and hopefully trying to support them in every aspect that I can.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And these are your products?
Yep, these are our products.
Handpicked. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Hey, what's the most challenging part of being a father?
Challenging part of being a father is, the difference between being strict, being disciplined, and letting her have her own freedom and be her own person.
Okay, and what's the best part? What's the most rewarding part?
The best part is, my daughter's still young right now, 12 years old, so when I see the progress, when I see, she learning her values, she's becoming a good person. She is a good person, and that's the most rewarding part to me.
Okay, what does being a good father mean to you?
Being a good father is everything. It's everything. It's my chance to, see myself through her eyes. See her through my eyes. We grow together, even though I'm her father and I guide her, but we grow together. I learn things from her every day.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
All right, sweetheart.
Yeah, the most challenging part to me of being a father is every part to me. I tell you guys, I want to make sure that everything safe at all times for them and them performance to them. And the most. What I have a question to ask me again?
What's the most rewarding part?
Oh, the most rewarding part is when I tell them what to do and them do it. Get it done, go to school, them work, teacher can say, yo. I mean, they get the grades up and everything. They feel good because they can tell what the future look like for them from then.
And what does being a good father mean to you?
What does that, well, just be a father, the real father. Be a real father. Just do what you have to do as a father to your kids, and to me that's the part of being a good father.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
I had a blessing, precious.
Bye-bye. What's the most challenging part of being a father for you?
Well, find the time to spend with the kids, you know. You know, the time is very essential, no?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's the most challenging part for you. What's
the most challenging time because, you know, you live in New York, you got to work and hustle and, you know, find the time for the kids.
Okay. So what's the most rewarding part for you? What's the best part?
Best part is when you put a smile on your kid's face, you know. You know your kids proud, appreciate you for what you come out and do on a daily basis. And you know, you send them to school and they listen.
Yeah.
You know, when they follow instruction.
So what's the best part? What does being a good father mean to you?
Well, it's mean the world. Because, you know, when your kids make you proud, you put in the hard work, you know, it's reward.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. This is Global Cuts, by the way.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thank you, Global Cuts. All right. Have a good day.
Yep.
So what's the name of this establishment?
All right. This is Ticket Zone Plus, Hair Zone Inc. Me and my dad kind of running the business, so it's going to Glen in Queens, Lawson, and I'm so excited and to do this video.
All right. All right. So what's the most challenging part of being a father for you?
Most challenging part to me is not be able to see him on a daily basis because he's in Brooklyn and I live in Long Island and I work in Queens, so that's the most challenging part.
And what's the most rewarding part for you? What's the best part?
When I'm around him, seeing how he, you know, interact with other people, his, you know, interaction with other kids as well, and how smart he is from where he was to now is so amazing.
How old is he?
He's 8.
Awesome. What does being a good dad mean to you?
It means the world, honestly. To be able, because I was raised by my grandma, and my dad has 10 children, so he raised everyone properly, so be able to have a kid of my own and be able to raise him means absolute best.
Okay, so you're basically emulating your dad.
Exactly. So anything that I'm just trying to follow his footstep, basically.
Awesome. Let me show the business once more.
Sure.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Bye-bye. What's the most challenging part of being a father for you, or what was the most challenging part for you?
There was not much of a challenge because as from they were birth to the age now, I always had support from family, my mother, my sisters, my aunts, everybody. So there was no challenges for me or for the kids when they was growing up.
What was the most rewarding part for you?
Looking at them grow up and what they turned out to be.
Awesome. And what does being a good dad mean to you?
Being there for them. And whatever they need, I spoil all of them. And they'll tell you that today. I spoil them.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. You have a good day.
Thank you.
All right. That was easy and quick.
Yeah. What's the most challenging part of being a father for you?
Wow, tough question. The most challenging part of being a father is to tolerate the kids. Yeah, I think just to try to impart to them the proper procedure. Okay, you know, you might do that, but sometimes they don't follow it. and that can be very challenging.
Yeah.
Okay?
Understood.
So that's the challenging part.
What's the most rewarding part for you?
The most rewarding part of it is when you realize that you have kids, period. And then now you have more responsibility to humanity, to society. And it's very rewarding when you see your kids achieve, even if it's the first step.
Okay.
Or achieving a master's degree or whatever. You know, it makes you feel somewhat rewarded.
Yes, for your hard work.
Yes, real.
Okay, what does being a good father mean to you?
Being a good father means that you do that which makes your children progressive.
Yes.
You encourage them to be progressive. And you do all you can. You even go beyond the norm just to try to satisfy their desires for what they need, not what they want, because hard to really supply people's wants. So, being a good father really means that you help your children to evolve healthily, spiritually, mentally, and physically.
Awesome. Great answers. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Bye-bye. Yes, just a few questions here. What's the most challenging part of being a father for you?
For me, I think the most challenging part is it's just time that I know that being a father, you have to share a lot of time and you don't have a choice.
Okay. And what does being a good father mean to you?
It means a lot to me because I think that having children and showing them love and I think it make you feel good because you feel love from them too. So just sharing the love.
Awesome. And how important do you think it is to research the products that you purchase for your kids, and why?
I think it's very important because there is so much of counterfeit out there right now, and fake products, especially in food on the shelf. So we really have to research and make sure that it's good for ourselves and our children. I mean, our children is the future. So they say what you eat is what you get out.
So you definitely have to protect their health.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you too.
Okay. Just a few questions here. What's your most fond memory of your dad?
The most fond memory of my dad is my father was just a demanding type of person. He always a needy person, but my father taught me discipline, and he taught me how to work hard and earn your living and try to support yourself. And that's one of my fondest memories of him. And he was a disciplined guy, you know, and he was strict on us. But my father was a good guy, and I miss him.
So, do you think his way of parenting impacts the way you operate today?
Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, I think it does a lot. Because, just growing up watching him and how he interacted with my mother and how he supported us. You know, he worked his tail off to support us. So yeah, he taught me a lot. And a lot of his ways actually influenced me. And, you know, I actually follow some of his methods to this day.
You believe you're a better person because of?
I would say I'm pretty good with people. You know, people like me. I think I'm a good person. Gretchen? No. I think I'm a good person. So, especially being in the business that we are, you know, we have to deal with the people on a daily basis. So, I'm a good person.
So it was a job well done.
Yes, thank you, Dad. Love you. Rest in peace.
All right, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Okay, just a few questions here. What's the most challenging part of being a father for you?
Most challenging part of being a father is raising daughters.
Raising daughters?
Raising girls, man. I don't know how to handle it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, with boys, because I was raised by my dad. I can handle them, you know, in terms of discipline, but The girls, I get lost sometimes. I get lost sometimes. They come with stuff that. That's the reason girls. For me personally, my heart is.
Oh, okay. What's the most rewarding part then? What is
the most rewarding part is just having kids around, man. I just love them. I just love people. I just love kids. I have 7 kids, so.
7 kids.
So, 5 of my own and 2 step-kids, so I just love kids, just love having them around.
Awesome. What does being a good father mean for you?
What does being a good father mean for me? What does being a good father mean for me? Just means that I hope by me being a good father, I'm influencing my sons to become better fathers themselves. Or my kids, better parents overall.
Oh, okay. And how do you do that? In the way you take care of them, in the way you love them, in the way you treat them?
Listen, I try to raise my kids the way that I was raised, plus.
Oh, okay.
So everything that was taught to me, I was raised by loving parents. Loving parents, man. And that was taught to me, I want to them, I hope to give to them that experience and more. Like where my parents were, I think that they fought, that they fell short. I want to be able to do better than that.
Oh, okay.
Do better than them, be a better parent than them.
Awesome.
Appreciate their parenting, but we all fall short. I hope that my kids will do the same when they become parents.
Awesome.
Where I fall short, they could make it up with their kids and their family.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, just a few questions here. What's the most challenging part of being a father for you?
Being a father is not challenging, it's a pleasure. It's a wonderful experience. And all human beings are supposed to experience it. But to most of them not promoting life, so most of them don't care. But it's a pleasure.
Awesome. What's the most rewarding part for you? What's the best part about being a father for you?
Enjoying the children there. Teaching them, guiding them, loving them.
Awesome.
That is the rewarding part. And watching them grow.
Okay, and what does being a good father mean to you?
Everything. Everything. It means everything to me. Because now that I'm not only a father but also a grandfather, it gives me pleasure moving through the different stages. Of being a parent, now a grandparent, looking forward to be great-grand. Because the love that I have for my children, I get back the same love from them, and sometimes even more, and even others around that I could say adopt as my children. And when they see me, they always say, "Daddy, Daddy," and show that love and respect, just the same as I show to them.
Oh, okay, so you lead by example.
I try. But they say, if the Creator, who created us, lead by example, we have to follow. Or else we can't say that we are His followers. Because that means we'll be following somebody else.
Awesome.
Just that simple.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Welcome. Anytime, anytime. God bless.
Bye-bye. Okay, just a few questions here. What's the most challenging part of being a father for you?
Just being there all the time and getting them up for school and making sure you have everything for them, food, clothing, and everything else. And actually just having conversations with them. I have conversations with them and trying to get them to talk. I think that's the most challenging. Trying to get them to have their point of view so you could actually hear what's on their mind.
Okay, and what's the best part? What's the most rewarding part for you?
Oh, just when I see them having a great time and you see the progress that they're having through life, and just being around them sometimes is the best part. Just having fun with them, taking them places, surprising them, doing stuff with them.
Okay, what does being a good father mean to you?
Being there for them, being there for them at anytime they need you. Listen, you gotta be strict sometimes, and that might be a little hard sometimes because they're gonna be upset with you, but they'll get over it. And just being there, and I forgot the question again.
Yeah, what does being a good father mean to you?
Yeah, and being there to support with financially and time. Not only money, just as time, because I think a lot of kids don't have their fathers in their life, so the time is very important to be able to have the choice. Because I'm divorced, so just being able to spend like days in a row with them is great.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I just have a few questions here about fatherhood.
Okay.
What is the most challenging part of being a father for you?
Most challenging? I'll say getting my son ready in the morning for school.
You're getting your son ready in the morning. How old is he?
He's going to be 4 July 22nd.
Oh. Okay. What's the most rewarding part? What's the best part for you?
Seeing him happy, knowing that I'm making him happy, and actually being in his life. Because there's a lot of children growing up without a father. I was one of them actually, so I know the feeling. So just knowing that part, knowing that he's not going through that.
It's rewarding for you. How did it affect you? You not having your father in your life?
No guidance, leave you feeling lost leave you to do things that may be the opposite of correct. So it's just like, how can a woman raise a man to be a man? You understand? Like, and it affected me more for the simple fact I was never asked to be here. So I felt like I was born to be somebody's responsibility, not nobody's excuse.
Oh, so it did impact you negatively?
Of course it did.
Okay. What does being a good father mean to you?
It means the world, honestly. It shows me that I'm a role model. Somebody looks up to me, and that's just who wouldn't want that feeling, for somebody to look up to you.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
All right. Bye-bye.